We're studying IGCSE biology. This is inheritance practice. It has 3 practice. Now in this class, we'll be looking at past few questions relating to inheritance, genetic diagrams, and how do we solve them. First thing first, we did this question. They asked us to make a genetic diagram, and they asked us what is the chromosome for male cat? We know that it's for male, it's always XY, so we wrote XY. Then we got our offspring, the cross. We do the cross X with X, XX. X with Y, we get XY. Then the offspring ratio is going to be, well, we have 2 of these, 2 of these guys, and 2 of these guys. So it's going to be 2:2. But we don't write 2:2, we simplify it. And if we simplify it, it will become 1:1. Divide both of these with 2. The next question. Now this question is all about the fur color in cats. Okay, read the question in your mind, all of you, and tell me when you're done reading. Question is about fur color in cats. The gene is also given. The alleles are given here. Alleles are 2 alleles. Black, capital B is black, small b is orange. And it is represented like this. And they show us a diagram. This is called a pedigree diagram. It is used to show the ancestry of cats or of organisms. Now finish reading.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Now state the genotypes of cat 1, 4, and 5. So they are asking us the genotype of cat 1, 4, and 5. What are they asking us? Genotypes. Now where is 1? 1 is this one. 4 and 5. Now look, orange, male. Fine. And so the male is orange. What is the genotype of this male? Tell me. Possible genotype answer. I'll tell you if it's correct or wrong.
XB capital.
XB capital and
Small 2 X. No. Is it? Yeah, XB capital.
again XB capital.
Yes.
But the thing is, male are always XY. Male can never be XX. So then.
Okay, so then
Now the male is also orange. So it's going to be X
capital B
X capital
and
B.
X smaller b.
Y
Is going to be
I think
Y.
it's yeah, XBY.
But okay, so it's Zara, look at this. You have XY, and what kind of X will this guy have? So it's XY, but we have to choose from 2 X's, X capital B or X small b. Now, as we know that the person is orange. Orange. Orange is small b. So the person will have this kind of X. So he only has 1 X. That X will be replaced with small b. Why? Because orange is small b. Any questions, anyone?
No. Sir, then for female, how will it be?
In female, let's say orange female right here. So female will be XX. Now, which kinds of XX can she have? Well, she can have XB, well, not XB, but X small b, small b. Why? Because B is orange. If you had XB, X small b, capital B small b, that would cause it to be black because B is dominant, which makes it black. So as I want orange, I must take small b, small b. So the first one is XBY. Orange male, 1 is done. Now, Lula, tell me 4. What kind of person is 4?
4 is a black male, which is X capital B Y.
X capital B Y. Because look, the black gene is for black, for the black male. The capital B is for black. It's X capital B Y. Y has no variations. Now, Lula, Diana, tell me what type of organism is 5?
Calico female.
Calico female, all right. Now, what is calico female? A female cat born with mixture of these colors is described as calico. So you have both black and orange. So, what is the genotype?
Is it not recessive?
Now, it depends. It depends. So then it's not recessive. Since I have not told you in the question, then since there's a mixture of these colors, we must realize that these are codominant.
X capital B
X capital B,
Y.
it's a female. Y is for male.
Oh yeah, X.
X and what type of X? Now she has both black and orange. Therefore, one for black B and one small b.
Yeah. B. Small B.
X capital B, X small b. Now, okay, in this kind of question, sometimes we assume that the capital is always going to be dominant. But we can also assume one more thing, or we don't assume this, but we have to read the question. And when they say that a mixture of both are seen, then they must be codominant. Fine? These are codominant. And what that means is if you have both capital and small, it will have a mixture of these colors. So capital B and small b. Have you done discontinuous variation? I don't think so. This chapter, next chapter. So let's move on.
Sir, can you explain me? There's one question. I haven't done all questions, but I saw this question. There was we have to write about the gametes, and this question was if and X, and I don't know how to split them. It was a genetic table too. Can you tell me how to do that?
Okay, we'll first have to look at the questions. I'll open the question for you. And from there, we'll go from there. Let's look at this question, genetic diagram. Give me 1 second.
So
Now, next thing we have to do is solve this question where half the calves born are male. Approximately half of them are male. Okay. Now they're telling us this gender, the sex is determined by in exactly same way as it is in humans. So we realize that okay, male and female will must be X, Y, X, X, just like humans. Okay. Now 50%, explain why 50% are born male. Draw a genetic diagram to show your explanation. Okay. Now for reproduction, you need 2 parents, father, mother, male and female. Let's make a genetic diagram right here. Okay. This is exactly the genetic diagram when you make a table. The other one is pedigree diagram. In the question that when they say genetic diagram, you should draw this one. Now we'll take the parent 1, or what are the parents? Let's say male and female. Now tell me the chromosomes and the products. Solve this question in your notebook. Write question number 2. Write today's date and class title. Start solving the
Sir, I
question.
have a question.
Ask me.
Is there like no problem if I write, for example, XY on top or XX on top?
You have to show this XY and XX. But before
So that
that,
I
you
can
also have
change
to
the
show.
places?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, no worries. Doesn't make a difference.
Okay.
All right. Your choice. Now finish writing this and then send me a picture.
We have to solve it on our own.
If you're able to, or work with me, Diana. Read this question
The ratio
again.
too.
Ratio 2, yes.
Okay.
Write the ratio. Diana, read the question one more time.
Sex is determined in cattle in exactly the same way as it is in humans. Explain why 50% of all cattle are born male. You may draw a genetic diagram to help your
Help
explanation.
your explanation. Now, Safa, Lula, Zahra, I want you to try on your own. I've made the diagram for you. This is called a genetic diagram. Fine, genetic diagram is here. Now, all you have to do is, since you need parents, so first the parent is female, the other is male. Now, Diana, tell me the products. The
XX,
offspring. XX,
XY, XX, and XY.
XY. Now, ratio
1:1.
1:1. Perfect. So, 50%
50%.
are male. Okay. Or we can say both are 50% or male, female are 50%. You need to write this part because it's given in the question. Okay. Next thing is, well, then we have to do one more thing. Well, no, that's all we have to do. So 4 marks. Finish? Any questions?
No, sir.
Any doubts? Okay, just a second. I'm getting pictures. That's one. That's one. That's one. So all of these are correct. Fine. So all you have to do is put the percent sign here. Again, 50-50, then say so 50%. And that's correct. So good job. Next question. Read the question. Well, this is not in your chapter anymore. Syllabus, it's out. It's not in your syllabus. Not in syllabus. Artificial insemination is not in your syllabus.
Sir,
From
sir,
yes,
can listen me? Okay. Sir, our teacher told us there is difference. Yeah, I know that there is difference between core and extended, but today today she was giving us a portion for studying for the assessment, and then we told her that there is no birth control portion in the syllabus, so we're not going to study. And then she told us that it might be in core core syllabus. So is it like is
No.
core and extended different, like different syllabus?
no, not at all.
Okay,
It's
so
not
she
different
confused
syllabus.
us.
Yes, this is not in your syllabus. If she does give you, tell her it's not in your syllabus. Don't waste time on this. Let's continue with the next question. Because I'm not going to teach you something which is not coming in the exam, right? That will waste your time. Now, this question, again, this is about artificial insemination. Let's go to the next question. We look at, yes, meiosis and mitosis, right? Let's start reading the question. Read the question. Safa.
Figure 1.2 shows the life cycle of C. elegans. The diploid number of this species is 12.
Fine, let's stop. Read from here.
Suggest why there is very little genetic variation in the offspring of the adult nematode shown in figure 5.2.
The answer for this is, I'll show you from notes. And over here, go to breastfeeding, labor, sexual reproduction. You have two options. Now this part right here, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Now they are asking us, why do you have less? What was the question? Why is there very less genetic variation in the offspring of adult nematode? Well, okay, nematode. I haven't showed you this full question. Fine. Now the answer for this is going to be that they reproduce the gametes from same. Okay, first look over here. Can you see this organism right here? This one.
Yes.
Now this adult has both male and female sex organs. Okay, and from the same organism, I'm getting the egg and the sperm, the gametes. So gametes are from same organism. Now you cannot just solve questions and learn. It doesn't work like that. But we're trying our best to revise things. Same organism. Since our gametes are from the same organism, therefore we will write that gametes are from same organism, so less genetic variation. Because you must have different parents for genetic variation. Now you can write this question in your notebook, such as, remove this part, write why self-fertilization has less genetic variation. And the answer is given in your notebook over here. Finish writing quickly, tell me when you're done. Finished?
No, so. Yeah, it's finished.
Read the next question.
State the haploid number of C. elegans.
You have diploid is 12. So what is haploid?
1 cell.
No, diploid is 12. So what is half of 12?
6.
6. Any questions?
No, so.
Next thing is, okay. The question is happening here. This is called reproduction. And this is called growth. Read the question, Lula.
Explain why meiosis occurs at reproduction and mitosis occur at growth.
Growth. Let's answer. Write in your notebook. Meiosis at reproduction. Because let's first say let's say what is meiosis. Meiosis is reduction, division, where chromosome number is half. Next thing is to produce meiosis occurs to produce gametes, haploid gametes. Any questions?
So do we have the definition in the book?
In the book and in the notes. Look over here.
Okay.
Can you see the notes here on the board?
Yeah, no, so
Yes. Now look at what was it? Meiosis. If you go over here, you'll find meiosis, reduction division in which haploid number is half from diploid haploid. Memorize it. Gametes are result of meiosis.
Sir, can you
That's all
show
you
the
need to know.
whiteboard again?
Yes. Now, why does mitosis occur at growth? And it's half, and this results in genetic variation. Last thing you need to know is mitosis is nuclear division, where chromosome number is constant. Since growth is taking place, cells must be genetically identical. Chromosome number remains diploid. Finish writing. Tell me when you're done. Now, before you write, stop everyone. Put your pens down and read the last question. From here to here. Diana, read.
State where DNA is located in a cell.
Where is DNA located in a cell? Answer, anyone? Luda? Where is DNA located?
nucleus.
Nucleus. So in the chromosomes, two marks in the chromosomes inside nucleus. Write this in a notebook. Write these as question answers. So it's actually easier for you. And give numbers to them. Question 1, question 2, like this. Or it depends. You don't have to. Just write question and answer.
Sir,
Yes.
so I want to I just filled the form which you told me to fill, but they haven't add me in the GCR.
They have not. All right. Okay, let me check. I'll give you the link then. Join quickly.
Okay.
After class, I'll send it to you. Have you added your Gmail address?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay, then I'll check it. I'll
Okay.
talk to. They're supposed to add you automatically, but I'll do it. No worries.
Okay.
Now finish writing this. Done. That this right here is the definition for mitosis and meiosis. Now both these chapters, reproduction in plants and animals, are quite big. So you guys, since when we finish inheritance, we'll go to that chapter.
Done, sir.
Done.
Done,
Lola,
sir.
read the question.
Explain the meaning of the term dominant allele.
Right over here. Well, I've given you the definition, so I don't have to write. Give me the answer. We have done this in class. I think everyone was there in this class. Dominant allele.
Two gametes, two.
The allele that is expressed, that
By
is
two
always
genes?
expressed, not gametes. Expressed if it is present. That's the definition. Write it, tell me when you're done.
So, sir, it's not about genes?
It is about genes. It is about gene. So this is the gene, let's say the allele / gene that is always expressed if it is present. I'll give you the recessive definition as well. The definition of recessive allele is the allele that is only expressed if no dominant is present. Now you should have this in your notebook. Lula, do you have it?
Yes, I have it all.
Right. Write these two definitions. Tell me when you're done. Now you can take a screenshot right now and write it later. Diana, read the next question.
Complete the genetic. No, a tulip grower crosses two tulip plants. He finds that 76 of the offspring have petals with flecks and 23 of the offspring have petals without flecks. Complete the genetic diagram to explain this result.
So okay, okay. They're telling us flex and without flex. Let's use any letter, anything you like. We can say capital F. Now look, which of these is more? With flex or without flex? Quick, tell me, Diana.
What's the question?
The question is, which of these are more? The offspring with flex or offspring without flex?
Well, the ones with flex.
With flex, alleles. Therefore, the one which are more are always going to be dominant. So the alleles I have are F and small f. I'll call capital F with flex and small f without flex. Now this is not given in the question. You have to understand this yourself. Now I need two parents. Which kind of cross gives me a 76-23% chance? The possibility is only if I have FF with FF. Capital F small f and capital F small f. Now what are the gametes? Tell me. What are the phenotypes of the parents if they have capital F small f and capital F small f?
It means that it will be all with flex.
We'll write with flex and with flex. Ask me questions, whatever you may think. Now tell me the gametes here. Safa, tell the gametes. We'll take one over here, one over here. So
A capital F and small f.
capital F. And over here,
Capital F and small f.
small f. Now let's do the genetic diagram, the cross. Now, okay, so I'll take capital F, small f, capital F, small f. Now, what do I get? Product.
Capital F,
Capital F,
capital F,
capital F,
and
capital F, small
capital
f,
F, small f.
and
Small f,
capital F,
capital
small f.
F,
Small f.
Last one, small f, small f.
and yeah.
Now, which of these have no flex or without flex?
1.
1. And so we'll write over here, small f, you need the genotype. Therefore, the ratio is 3:1, which tells us it's a 76 to 23% chance. Right? Now, when you have to see in your question, you can try it yourself as well. Whenever they say something like this, make a ratio, then simplify it. How will you simplify? Divide 76 by 26, 23, and what do you get? Tell me. Look at the calculator. 76 divided by 23, you get about 3.3. So about 3:1.
But sir, from where we got 23?
Say that again. Where we got?
From where we got 23?
It's given in the question. That 27 of them, 26 of them had flex, 23 of them did not have flex. So I can find a ratio between them. The ratio will be 3:1. And this ratio also gives us 3:1. Whenever the ratio is 3:1, the genotypes will be like this only. I'll give you a question after this, which will make this more simple. Parents with flex can have 2 options. What are the options for petals with flex present? What are the 2 genotypes?
Capital F, capital
And
and capital F and small f.
because small f is recessive, therefore, even if small f is present, it will still be with flex. Dominant is seen. Now read this one. Read the question.
The tulip grower wants to produce a pure breeding variety of tulips with petals without flex. State the genotypes of the parent's plants he should use to produce tulip plants without flex. Explain your answer. Parental genotypes. Okay, so it's
Explanation.
you should use to produce. So one is capital F. Both are capital F. The other one is recessive.
Now they want without flex. So if I make this diagram, what I'll get is f, small f, and all of them will have flex. But I want without flex. So this cannot be the right answer. All of these have flex because capital F is dominant. Now in this case, this is called pure breeding. Okay, in pure breeding, we only use the same genotypes. Small f, small f, small f, small f. Explanation. Both parents must have recessive allele. Both parents must be homozygous. Okay, now let's say I'll show you a few diagrams and you should write it in your notebook. Now I'm going to ask you something. Out of 10, how confusing is this? The higher is more confusing. Write in chat, private.
Sir, I didn't understand what you said.
I'm asking, out of 10, how confusing do you find this topic right now?
So the lower the number is, the less confusing it is.
Yes. Zahra, where is Safa?
Sir, she's right next to me.
Okay. Now I want you to be honest. Now I'm going to give you some genetic diagrams. Make it in your notebook.
Okay, sir.
First, okay, Lula says, okay. These are called monohybrid crosses. There are two kinds of monohybrid crosses. Write this in your notebook. Type 1, heterozygous and heterozygous. Okay, so parents, type 1, parents, or don't try that, try this. Heterozygous with heterozygous, that's the name. Finally, you'll have parents, which will be, let's take we'll take. Now, what is the meaning of heterozygous? Heterozygous means that you have two types of alleles. Let's write the allele here. The alleles are B and small b. Now, if you have both of these, then you're heterozygous. Cross.
Sir, you're solving it?
Yes, I'm solving it. You have to write in your notebook. I'm giving you, see, you haven't learned something. There's no way you can actually solve questions. The thing is, this is how it works. First we learn, then we understand, we memorize, and we solve. If you learned in school, that's good, but write these. Because I realize that you have gaps in your knowledge a lot. Now, offspring, I'm giving you all the types of diagrams which are possible. There are three types of diagrams possible. Offsprings are capital B and capital B small b. And small b. These. Ratio is, or let's say phenotype, if I say the capital B is for brown, and small b is for, let's say capital B is for black, and small b is for brown. This is the type they gave you in this question. The question in the first one where they had 3:1. Both were heterozygous. So whenever you have 3:1, this is the diagram you have to make. One must be capital, or both will be heterozygous. Heterozygous with heterozygous. The second type we have is the type 2 of monohybrid crosses are called this. Have you finished writing?
Yes, sir.
Alleles are exactly the same, but something else is different.
Sir, is it compulsory to mention the sperms and eggs? Because when I
The
was,
gametes,
yeah, because
say
when
that
I was
again.
doing it on board, she said that it's compulsory to mention them.
Mention what?
Like if it's female, we have to mention eggs, and if it's male, then we have to mention sperm.
Yeah, you have to. But we're not doing that's in reproduction, not here. Okay, not in inheritance. Now, this one is when you have heterozygous with homozygous. So parents are not going to be capital B's, capital B, small b. So one of them is going to be homozygous. The other is heterozygous.
Sir, state
Lula,
the. Okay.
Lula, can you tell me what is heterozygous? Lula, what is heterozygous?
When an allele is one.
Allele is one type of allele.
Yeah.
Okay, both the alleles are of the same type. That's what you mean. Both the alleles are of the same type.
Then it's
Okay,
homo.
it's homozygous. And heterozygous is when they have different types of alleles. Zara, are you asking something?
So,
Now finish writing this as well.
So this is type 2, right?
Type 2, yes. The alleles, the offspring are going to be capital B and capital B small b. Phenotype is only black. Let's say black and black. Ratio is 4:0. Ratio for black and brown, let's say black and no brown. Last type for this is
Sir, I have a question.
ask me.
Why did we route 4:0 when we could have route 2:2 or 1:1
Where? Which one?
on the ratio of both?
Because there is no brown here. Because both of them are black. All of them are black, right? There's no brown.
Oh, okay.
So to have brown, we must be small b, small b. It must be small b and small b. Since both,
Okay.
all of these have capital B, they are going to be black. Now, in the last case, we have, let's say, just a second. In homozygous, after homozygous, write recessive. In this case, all you have to write is homozygous dominant. Now tell me how much have you written? Or where are you? What should I show on the screen?
I'm done, sir.
All of them?
I'm just like writing the last parts here. Okay, خلاص.
Safa, how much have you written? What should I show?
So I'm writing the table.
The table.
So
Now, if you
yeah,
want me to go up, I'll go up. If you want me to go down, I'll go down. Right?
can you go back to type 1 or you just zoom out? I will zoom in the camera.
Okay, type 1. The last thing we have is called pure breeding.
So you can zoom into pure breeding.
I'm giving you all of these. It's like I'm telling you what is going to be asked in the exam. And then when you learn all of this, then you can easily answer the questions. But if you don't know what is the chapter, what is going to be asked, then there's not much of a chance you can answer questions. However hard you try, first step is to know what is coming. Then you try to solve it. You get same genetic features. That's obviously clear. If I want the same genetic features, I'll have to take the same kind of all of these, right? Same kinds. And if I take same kinds, then I'll get the same kind of alleles, same kind of offsprings. Again, 4:0. But this is always, okay? Yeah. Tell me when you're done writing.
Done, sir.
Diana, Lula,
Done, sir.
I'm still writing.
still writing.
Done.
Sir, can I
Finish.
get the recordings?
Say that again, Zara.
Can I get the recordings of this class?
Yes, you can. But I would prefer if you go through the plant recording, right? The reproduction in plants. I've sent it to you already. There are 2 recordings, 2 hours, I think, or something, or perhaps 1 hour. Watch it. It will teach you more about everything about reproduction in plants more than your teachers have taught you. So it's just 2 hours. Finish it. That will help you in the questions. Now, one
So
thing is,
this class is 2 for reproduction in plants, right?
say that again.
We took classes 2 for reproduction in plants.
I don't think you were absent, Zara. No, you were absent in all the classes.
No, sir, I was there.
Were you there in reproduction of plants?
Yes,
I
sir,
don't
I
think
do
so.
remember.
What about reproduction in animals?
No, in animals, I don't think so.
No. Right? Okay. Now, let's read this question one more time, and then we'll be done. Diana, read the question. Safa, read the question.
The tulip grower wants to produce a pure breeding variety of tulips with petals without flakes.
Okay, so state the genotypes which we must use. In pure breeding, what kind of genotypes will we use? Check your notebook, and in pure breeding, what kind of genotype will you use? Homozygous or heterozygous?
the same.
Say that again.
Homo.
Homozygous.
Like either both FF or capital FF.
Now, okay. So I want without flex. Which of these is without flex? Capital F or small f?
Small f
So what will the answer be?
will be FF. Small f.
Now this is so much easier, right? Once you know what is coming in the exam, you can easily answer all questions. An explanation. I've given you reasons. Tell me why. What is the reason?
We always have homozygous with homozygous to get the same genetic results.
Exactly. So both parents, we don't say always, we say both parents must be homozygous. Homozygous what kind? We also have to say that. Is it recessive or dominant? So they both must be homozygous recessive to get
Recessive.
same genetic. What was the answer? Genetic offsprings. Genetic phenotype or genotype. That's it. So the only mark here is for this saying this. Both parents, homozygous recessive. That's the marks in their marking scheme. And that's 1 mark, and this whole thing is 1 mark. Now watch the recording for the reproduction part. And this chapter is actually done. There's not much you can do in this chapter. We'll start the next chapter after this. So I'll send you recordings. I've sent you the recordings already. So watch those 2 recordings and tell me if you have any questions in them. Is that clear?
Sir, you didn't explain that question. The one I asked
Which
you.
question?
Let me show you.
Tell me.
Yeah, I will just send a screenshot right now.
Send me a screenshot or the question.
It was question 2, number C, third one.
Question 2, number C, third one. Where is it?
It's in the worksheet you have sent us, so that one.
Worksheet which I've sent you.
Yeah, of inheritance one and reproduction.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. All of you wait. Now, can you send me the screenshot of the question? Quick,
So
hurry up. Okay. Carnation plants.
See,
Luna,
third
read
one.
question. Read the question quick.
Should I?
Luna.
Current of plants show codominance for the anthocyanin canyon gene. There are
Cyanide.
two
Cyanide. Gene.
cyanin
Fine.
gene. There are two alleles. F capital A allele for anthocyanin pigments, red flowers, and F capital N allele for no anthocyanin pigments, white flower. State the
Correct.
genotype of a carnation plant that is heterozygous for this gene.
Heterozygous. So we'll have to say FA and FN. Heterozygous must have both types. Describe the phenotype of heterozygous carnation plant of this gene. Since they are codominant, you'll see a mix. So pink flowers. Or we'll say mix of red and pink, red and white, which is pink. And this question they're asking us: a breeder crossed heterozygous with homozygous, predict using genetic diagram the proportion of pure breeding carnation plants in the offspring. So what are the gametes here? Tell me.
A and L.
Safa, AN. Next,
A.
A. Now Punnett square. Punnett square is called the genetic diagram. This whole thing, whatever we did, is called Punnett square. This square is called Punnett square. So we'll just make this diagram right here. AN, AA. We'll get AA, AA, and AN, AN. Offspring genotypes are AA and AN. Phenotypes are, well, AA must be red and AN must be pink because it's a mixture of both. Not white, not red, it's in middle. Proportion of pure breeding carnation plants. Pure breeding means, what is the meaning of pure breeding?
Pure breeding means homozygous from the same
Homozygous.
allele.
So AA is to AN. What is the ratio? It is 1:1. A proportion is 50%. You can say that. So you can say 1:1 or 50%. Any questions?
No, sir.
No,
That's
sir.
it. Now that's all for today. Watch the don't watch recording. I won't prefer that. Right now you don't have much time. Sleep on time. Just do the easy notes. Memorize everything. After you finish memorizing, you can watch the class recording, which I have sent you. If you can't open it, tell me. Or do the past papers chapter wise. All right, then take care. Goodbye.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
One more thing,
so much,
Zara, stay for a second.
So.